How many of us know how to manage children's tantrum? Today I'll share with you my learning about this topic because I am a mother and dealing the problem daily basis. My son is 10 years old, but he is diagnosed as ASD, it's autistic spectrum disorder, and he has some behavioral issue and sensory issues. So, how I manage my son's tantrum, that learning I would like to share with you all. So, first of all, we have to understand prevention is better than cure. So, what we can do before tantrum? First, because of what thing children is showing tantrum, remove that thing in front of the child. Like, for example, always children shows tantrum to watch more and more TV. Then try to that pack that TV and put in on that place that this type of condition never happened in your family. Then second is distraction. We can't remove each and everything. Sometimes we just have to manage with things. Like, for example, if we are going to market and children that your child wants some toy or some that type of items again and again, junk food and all wanted to eat, that time how you handle? You just have to distract your child from that particular thing to something else. On that way you can manage his tantrum. Then third thing is keep patient. If you manage your patience level, then you can manage your child also. So if your child is showing tantrum for 10 or more than 10 minutes whatsoever, his that stamina to do this, your stamina must be more than your child. Like, if he is showing tantrum for 10 minutes, you have to be patient for 11 minutes. Then fourth thing is that if your child is that demanding for five things, then and you feel that his two demands are genuine, then fulfill that. Because as parents, it's our duty to love our child and give something so that they feel that your parents loves you. Then one more thing we have to do, we have to play a role of good cop and bad cop. If just we are just scolding and beating your child again and again, that's not the right thing. There must be one person who is your child's good list and share whatsoever happened with him with that person. So sometime you just have that role of good cop and bad cop, and whatsoever you don't have to be do, that is, don't beat, scold or give lecture when your child is showing tantrum, and boost your child's morale. Appreciate little bit when your child is doing something good. Don't always tell you are bad, you are not doing good, on like that type of things. And when you feel your child is showing tantrum, when he feels calm, that time it's your duty to communicate, you talk to your child, and tell whatsoever he has done and what's good or bad. But these things we have to do when the child is settled down. These things we just can do to manage children's tantrum. One more thing, how we just have to do work on our children's behavior and try to avoid their tantrums, that is apply AB's formula, that is applied behavior analysis. And in this thing, just follow 3 ABC formula. First, when your child is showing tantrum again and again, then it's our duty to understand. First, A means anticipate. Anticipate. Anticipate means what happens when behavior occurs. Before behavior, why that type of situation is going on, is occur. Then after behavior, B is behavior and C is consequences. If because of that behavior the consequences is not good, there is chaos, he feels bad, or there is negativity, so these things are not good for your child's betterment. So we just have to understand, we have to observe and try to change that your way of doing, and work on your child so that they that are able to handle their self. And to handle their tantrum, we just have to be patient, and if child is crying and hitting or doing anything wrong, that time if you have clarity what thing is good for your child or not, and that time also if you manage yourself, you have to ignore his bad behavior and don't show like that you are not bothering. On that way you can definitely control your child's anger. So I am nowadays doing this, trying to follow these strategies and try to understand what to do, what not to do to manage my child's tantrum. Now whenever he is showing tantrum, that time before his tantrum I told him, I used to tell him that you that did whatsoever you are doing, after that also if you have to do this work, you have to do. And slowly and steadily my child starts understanding that whatsoever I am doing, nothing will change. I have to do work. So I try to follow strategies, try to change the behavior of my child. It's difficult because he has some issues, but for normal children it's easy. Just we have to that make their routine, try to keep them on a positive routine, and make them busy on something, some that type of work which is good for their future. And when children are busy, then they shows less tantrum. Like my son nowadays, I just try to make him busy, and little bit changing are going on. So it's my that understanding about this, how to manage tantrum, and I decided to share with you. Thank you very much. This is Rita signing out until we meet again. Thank you.